Good morning. That was a hectic night, wasn't it?
Gee willikers.
I think Sawyer's teething.
Yeah.
So, in this episode, Tara and I promise you that we'll have bags underneath our eyes and we'll try not to be too grumpy. But today's a big day.
He's not grumpy though, eh, buddy?
Delighted with himself. Let me go check the water. It's not looking good. The spring has pretty much all but dried up. There's just no water. Even the well is running dry. So today we got to go back off grid. I better go find the boys. Can you put more coffee in my cup?
Sure thing, darling.
That looks like fun.
So, welcome to the mornings that are absolute bedlam at our house. We're trying to make the most of the last of the summer by having morning coffees outside, not in the small room, because it really is complete chaos. One times coffee without sprinkles coming right up.
Thanks. Well, the stairs again, Sawyer, hey? That's great.
Yeah, I know, it's a big mess your brother made, isn't it? Are you cleaning it up?
The boys have migrated. I think they're heading to the sandpit.
Right. We are post coffee. We are dressed. And we are ready for the day. So I thought it was probably high time I explain what on earth is going on today. Because just saying we're going off grid doesn't really make much sense. Because if you've been here a while, you'll know that our dream is to be completely off-grid on this property. And this feels like a step back, but let me explain. Before I do that though, let me do some chicken admin. Good morning, fellas. How are my girls and my fiefs? Would you like to come out for the day? Here you go. Come on then. What's on the agenda, Sadda? Hey, what's on the agenda? So we're currently getting 2 eggs a day from you lot. Which one of you is not giving me an egg? You will never be destined for the pot, but I would appreciate a bit more effort. Anyway, let's give them some food. Clean their water. And then I've got to clean the coop. And then we'll have a look at what's going on with the water. Sawyer, of course, is down for his nap. Because that's the joy of being a baby. You can keep mum and dad awake all night long and you can sleep all day long. Just grabbed the rake from down at the lawn and I just walked past one of our beautiful cork oaks. I thought I'd show you up close what it looks like. Isn't that incredible? So this is what people harvest to get cork. I can't remember, I think it's once every 6 years that they get harvested. Obviously ours haven't ever been harvested, but they're just the most beautiful trees and we've got quite a few of them. I'll show you the others as we walk back up to the chicken coop. But it's illegal in Portugal to cut them down. I think you have to have a permit. You may not even be able to get a permit. I don't know the actual kind of ins and outs of it, but they're precious trees and they're very protected. And at certain times of year, when they're harvesting the cork, you see these big trucks on the road laden with layers of cork. So these are the others. We've got 3 up here next to the tiny house. 1, 2, 3. Aren't they beautiful? And they all have these kind of curly whirly branches that reach out over wherever they can go. Look at this one, it literally grows kind of out from underneath his mates across the path. They're magnificent. I absolutely love them. So those three are really special, and we've got another couple in the forest up here on the left. So yeah, just a little bit of extra kind of, I don't know, show you around. Look, there's one. Oh, higgledy-piggledy. They really are amazing. Tell you what, Mum Radar is something quite incredible. Something just told me to check the monitor and Sawyer was sat up on the bed awake. So he's come to join us just as I was about to finish. Anyway, I've managed to at least clean the coop. I'll have to put stuff back into it later and give it a sweep when I haven't got a baby on my back. So perhaps that's a job for the very end of the day before the chickens go to bed. And it's probably high time to tell you about the plan with the water. Let me just get this on the compost. Right, let's fill you in. If you've been here a while, you'll know all this already. But if you're new, let me fill you in. This is where we currently get our water. Behind what we call our not swimming pool with a couch in it is our spring in the wall at the back there. And over here is an old well, which is probably, we think, about 20 meters deep, I think. John will have to confirm. But between those two sources, all of the water on the farm currently is off-grid and our own. However, it is proving to be not sufficient to see us through the entire year. Last year in October, the farm ran out of water completely. And we couldn't live here. I had to go and live in an Airbnb with the boys when Sawyer was just a newborn. And John was here desperately trying to build our new kitchen and get that room ready so that we could move back onto the farm. And at that point, we started the process, thanks to the help of our incredible neighbours, of speaking to the municipality to get us connected to mains water. When that process began, I thought it might take a couple of weeks. Well, I think it took 9 months. Tired, are you? Kind of happens if you don't sleep at night, buddy. We even at one point got a quote to dig the pipes in privately, and it was going to be over 10,000 euros to get that connection put in place. We waited for the intense rain of last winter to refill our stocks. We put some contingencies in place so that we could collect water for an emergency situation, and we installed a second water tank in the knot garage. This one is our primary water source, that one is backup, and we've got 2 taps here. That allows us to fill it from the well, and down the side there is where it comes from the spring. And John has set up this very nifty system with a camera so that he can see the water levels through that Perspex hole using our rear link security cameras, and he can use his Rainpoint app to switch on and off the water systems around the farm. It's all terribly clever. But as you can see, that spring is meant to be running and it's not. So our water levels are now at critical points. So here's the plan. We are going to connect our houses to mains water. And as far as our home drinking and using water is concerned, we're going off-grid. But the farm and all of the water needed for the farming we're doing here, which ranges from vegetables to fruit trees to grapevines, is remaining off-grid, because what John's going to do is pretty smart. Using this pump here, we're going to connect a series of irrigation pipes, and he was explaining it to me this morning using words like pascals and pressure and pipe size. There is a tingle of a very quiet O-level physics bell ringing, which tells me he knows what he's talking about. He's begun to lay pipes, as you can see, along the vines here to go all the way down to the lawn. He's also promised me he's going to run a second one all the way up the top to the greenhouse and my vegetable garden. So what that means is watering now becomes so much easier. What can we see down here? Basically, where that pipe is with Joelle's jacket is where the second tap is going to go. The tap that's going to service these two lower terraces of grapes and the fruit orchard at the bottom, as well as the lawn and garden for John. Now, we also have, so as you can see, a second pipe running along here. We also have the new road going in and a whole drainage system which John's going to put in. Gosh, there's a lot going on, isn't there? I hope this is all making sense. Anyway, up here you can see the cement mixer ready and wet. You being a dinosaur, buddy. Sorry. What noise does a dinosaur make? The municipality did finally come and connect us to the neighbour's water source. They came with a teeny tiny little digger. They dug a trench all the way down the road, and in no time at all, it felt, managed to get the pipe in, close it back up again, put the cobbles back in place and connect us to the mains. So all that remains is for John to put a pipe from the box in the wall to the house so that we get mains water into the house. He's told me he's not going to make it a pretty job or like dig the pipes in and stuff, because obviously our ultimate goal here is that we are rebuilding our home and knocking all of this down. So it doesn't need to be a massive job, it just needs to be a workable job. So let's see how it goes. We all know how much he loves plumbing. If you're new here, he absolutely hates it. So I'm not expecting a day filled with lots of joy, but hopefully at the end of it, we've got a really efficient water system going on, which will make everybody happy. Anyway, obviously in the future, our dream is to be completely off-grid, both from an electricity standpoint and a water standpoint. So with the new build of the house, the plan is to put as much solar as we can onto the farm to get our electricity off-grid, and to hopefully come up with some sort of storage, water usage thing that means that we're either using water more efficiently and utilising things like grey water and stuff from our off-grid sources in a way that means we don't use as much fresh water, and also set up some clever drainage, rain storage systems that mean that we can boost our off-grid water system and stay off-grid. So this is a bit of a plaster, let's call it that. It's like putting a plaster on a problem, which we hope we won't have in the future. But for now we do have it, and we got to find a way forward. So now we wait for John to come back from the shops and start plumbing. When we first arrived on our farm a year and a half ago now, the water systems in place were a total mystery. There were pipes popping up in random locations, pumps that hadn't been used for decades. We discovered new water sources just a few months ago, and we've had constant water headaches. From airlocks that took us hours and calls to Zimbabwe to solve, to late night solutions to see us through the night, and even running out of water completely last November. We've been on such a journey to get to this point. We've now lived through a full run of the seasons. We've got a glimpse into the ebbs and flows of our land, and we finally have a system in place that's completely our own design, and that feels pretty satisfying. This next step, although a step back from our ultimate goal here, gives us water security for the future while we figure out the rest. And what a privilege that surely is.
Okay, enough.
Right, Dad's back.
Yeah, I got my help on my back. All the help I can get today will be appreciated. Right, we need this. Let's go.
Oh, by the way, I just realised that room is finished in last week's episode, but we're actually filming this before we finish this. So if you're following our story and you're a bit confused, don't be. Sorry. It'll all make sense eventually.
All right, let's get to the back of this box. So, okay.
We're in.
All right, let's go get some pipe.
Look at that.
Right, big moment. Where's the water going, by the way? Oh, it's the tap's closed, isn't it?
There, that's
no
on.
leaks!
No
Yay!
leaks.
High
Stage
five.
Now, Crusoe, can you come over here?
What?
Just hold that pipe and point it down there.
Whee!
What about that, buddy? You can drink that water.
No.
That, my boy, means that we don't have to move off the farm this October. I feel like the complicated bit is yet to come.
Yeah, now what we need to do is disconnect from the off-grid system.
Okay.
Make the off-grid system continue to water the lawn, the flowers. How's it taste? And the veggie garden.
Yeah.
And then connect this to the house.
Alrighty.
So let's go and disconnect. We've got to switch off the water here. That's it. We are now off-grid there. The next thing is to go back that way. So this pipe goes down to the lawn, to a tap on the lawn. I'm going to connect this back up, which will mean that we've got water, not that water, Crusoe, which will mean that we've got water down on the lawn coming from both the mains water supply, which will be handy when we make the outside kitchen work.
Yeah.
And also what I'm going to connect up, which is the off-grid system. I'll connect a pipe, you'll see. It's such a lovely thing when you have to do something you really dislike doing and you've got the entire family helping you out, making sure that it goes okay.
This is the chirpiest I've ever seen you doing plumbing, love, so maybe this is how we do it in the future. Crusoe's language definitely deteriorates after a plumbing session.
That's true. Oh, it's not on me.
Good?
Yeah, I think so. So that's the pipe that used to feed from the off-grid water. I've capped it off with a tap on it, and the plan is basically to go and connect to the mains water now. Turn the tap on here into this system, so we've always got a backup for the off-grid if we need it. And also we'll be able to flush everything through from the old system so that immediately we can start drinking the water out of the tap.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Did they squirt you? So it's not your day. Did it get you as well?
Yeah, that's a big square.
Did you get wet?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we are now off-grid.
Just in the house.
Just in the house, yeah. Just in the house. I feel surprisingly happy about that.
It's quite a relief, isn't it?
Whoa, look at that.
Behind everything.
Boys are just laying the pipes.
Yeah, that's just behind the pole. Yeah.
This is the pipe that's going to run down to the new tap at the lawn, which I was explaining earlier, the one that's going to go onto the post that's just there behind where John and Crusoe are. Stop, buddy.
Joao's knocked a hole through the wall right here.
That's good.
Yeah, there was a piece of wood there and he just pushed it through, punched it through. Put that back to front. Now we just try and connect it all up. But these systems are really funky. Yeah. They're supposed to be just push and twist, but I can't ever get it quite right without taking it to pieces and then doing it. Okay, I think that's that. Next one, I did another right angle. Joao, you can do the next one. That's it. Give it a bit of a twist. And they'll score it. That's it, now you're good. Excellent. Nice work, I'll take those. Right.
We're just here, Sawyer. Don't panic, sweetie. On your bum. Cruiser, do you want to go help Sawyer down the slope? You can hold his hand.
Oh.
Just go very slowly, Cruiser, okay? Well done. Good job, buddy. That's it, very slowly.
I like this.
Has anyone told you you're a beautiful flower just waiting to bloom? If you hop in the car and leave the doubt on the curb, we'll find a beautiful view. There ain't no monsters left in the dark, ain't no excuses left in the room. If this is where the future can start, then I'm glad I'm here.
Okay, we're good here.
Next to you.
Are you getting on, Joao?
Move with your soul and you forget what you're told, and you can win the world. If you dance in the rain and become friends with your pain, then you can win the world. Oh, we can win the world.
Gives Joao the honour there to do the last connection. And then I started drilling holes in the granite down the bottom to put the tap into place, but the granite's so hard I couldn't get a drill bit in, so I'll have to do that a bit later with a big drill. Is it done? Moment of truth, okay.
Test Joao's plumbing.
Hang on a minute. All right, okay, why don't you take the camera
Okay,
and go down to the bottom where the pipe is on the lawn.
okay.
It should just come straight out there.
All right. Right, on our way down to the lawn for the moment we've all been waiting for. Isn't that a lovely view? We say that every time, don't we? I am hungry. And it's got you. I can see it from up here. Do you want me to go right the way down?
Yeah, it would be good because then you could just check from that elbow joint.
Okie dokie. Anyway, it is really hot today. I think we've gone up to 33 degrees. Crazy. Shouldn't be this hot. Anyway, chipper chapper, whiffle waffle. Right. Hang on. Go for it. Oh, I hear a noise. Here it comes. I can hear something, but I can't see water. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Hang on. Yes! What is here? Elbow joint. Oh. I think looks okay. Is there water coming out the top here, maybe? Oh, that feels so nice in the heat. Amazing. Look at that, folks. We did it. It's a very royal we. I don't think I really contributed all that much, but John did it with Joao's help. And it's a brilliant time to say the most enormous thank you to Armando and Andrea, Joao's dad and sister, who sorted everything out for us at the municipality. I don't know what we would do without you guys. You are our actual angels, and we are so grateful because now there's no going anywhere. We are officially home forever. Well, you know, for as long as forever is. You know what I mean. What are you two up to? Hey? Are you having fun? Ah. Keep meaning to do something with this old wash basin, laundry basin. If anybody's got any ideas, drop them in the comments below. Well done, team. We have water.
I'm pretty pleased about that.
So I don't know if the elbow joint is leaking. There's a bit of water where the pipe comes up. There was water kind of coming out a little bit, but I wasn't sure if it was because water had gone down.
All right, so a little bit later today after lunch, perhaps I'll go and fit that tap.
Cool.
But we have off-grid water for our land.
Yeah.
And on-grid water for our house, for drinking, and of course for washing in and what have you. I feel a lot better about that, to be honest. You know, there is this wonderful dream of being completely off-grid, and it is a very noble dream. But there's something also, there's a balance there, especially when you've got two young kids.
Yeah.
You know, Crusoe can't stop himself from drinking out of the tap.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
You bring out the best in me. By your side I'll forever be, with a great big smile as big as the big blue ocean tide. La 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 la. If you call I'll be right up. If you fall I'll pick you up. I'll be your best friend. Ever since I met you I've been floating like a bird across the sky. Let the wind be our guide to all these dreams we can't deny. La 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 la. If you call I'll be right up, and if you fall I'll pick you up.
Tell everybody I fell down the stairs, by the way.
I didn't know.
Yep.
Did you catch Daddy when you fell down the stairs? Yeah. Thankfully, everyone was okay, but John has got an almighty bruise. Are you going to let me show it to everyone on YouTube?
Yeah, I think everybody should see it because it's a great bruise. You can see it. You can see my upper thigh.
Ooh,
No, not really your thigh, though, is it? It's hip.
it's your hip, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bruise incoming.
If